Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to another Mattel figure review. We are going to be reviewing a Bayley figure. Of course we're not, we're going to be reviewing a Balor figure. This is the brand new Finn Balor Network Spotlight and I have got loads to say about this. Actually, I'm going to have to take this off. It was me all along. So this is the Finn Balor figure that pays homage, commemorates. This is what he wore at NXT TakeOver Dallas, and in that match it was a championship match. He was the champion. He was going up against Samoa Joe in the main event. Because it was in Dallas, which is Texas, Balor went with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre theme, which is an iconic horror film from the 1970s. Really, really cool. It was a great entrance. And do you know what? It could have been even more epic if rumours are to be believed, because I haven't seen this confirmed, right? But apparently he said this. He wanted to come out on a horse, right? That's a true story. He wanted to come out on a horse. And apparently he went on to Google to see if any wrestler had ever come out on a horse. And apparently Triple H tried to at WrestleMania 27 and it all went disastrously wrong in the rehearsal. So they didn't bother. But as soon as he saw that, he thought, oh, I won't run the risk either then. But apparently he was going to come out on a horse. I'm not sure if he was still going to have the chainsaw going, because that could have got quite messy. It would be a bit weird having the Demon King on the back of a horse, just kind of like riding his way to the ring. I can't picture it. But could you imagine that as an accessory? A friggin' horse! Now, this match was iconic because it meant that if Balor won, then he would be well on his way to becoming the all-time longest reigning NXT champion, and he did win, and so he did break that record. That record was ended not long actually after this match. I think it was like later that month when Samoa Joe did finally win the championship and broke the record, and the record stood at, I think it was like 292 days, something along those lines. So yeah, he broke Neville's record. So the packaging is pretty standard. Just got a picture on the side there, which is the same on the back. You've got an image from the actual entrance. There's no information or anything. That isn't real. No, it's not real. I think that's everything. Let's get it out, because as I said, there is something special that I'm looking for with this figure. Look at this for an accessory. That is so cool. You get the chainsaw. Obviously, it's not a working chainsaw. It's not even sharp. But you know, fair enough. I think that is really smart though. That is a great accessory. Again, I'm going to take this off. So this is the Finn Balor figure, and it is really cool. It is a really great figure. I really like the blue. The blue in the headpiece as well. In the other Finn Balor headpieces, that's just been highlighted with red, but you get a bit of blue in with this one, which is very accurate to, you know, what he was wearing. You don't get like the arm tassel things, which is fine, but nice blue in the attire. Again, it's what makes this figure stand out, and the paint job as well. I mean, that's, you know, a large part of it, isn't it? Obviously you get the trench coat, which I think, is that going to be a nightmare to take off? It's proving to be a nightmare to take off. So that was a slight nightmare to take off, but it wasn't too bad. This is the trench coat anyway, and again, you know, you could use this on other figures. It's nice. It's a nice accessory, and that just leaves us the Balor figure on its own. And again, look at the paint job on the front of that Balor figure. Absolutely brilliant. There's nothing on the back, just a little bit at the top of the, or the bottom of the neck, I should say, top of the back, but really nothing along there. You've got some nice details on the knee pads, on the kick pads, like the flames. Same on like the ring attire as well, the red flames on the blue background. It's a fresh, nice, different feel for Finn Balor. I mean, we have the other two here, so you can see kind of how they all compare. As you can see, these are very red, but very detailed. Certainly the back piece on that one, that for me probably still is the best Balor figure so far, because we know there's a SummerSlam Elite on the way, and that looks nice. So I'd say this is probably the best at the moment. Still love the first one though, it was so iconic. So this is the third one that we've got. I would say this is probably my least favourite of the three, but that still probably makes it my third favourite figure. I'm joking because I love Asuka as well. We can't forget Asuka. But there is something a little more serious that I wanted to talk about, and it's what I was looking for. I was really hoping, and this is no knock on Mattel, right? Let me get that out there. But I was really hoping to see the 3 stars and the heart on the hands, and it's not there. And the story behind that was that sadly, just a few days before the event actually took place, a wrestler, an independent wrestler called Chris Travis, who was much loved, he was a fantastic indie wrestler, a real superstar, sadly passed away from stomach cancer, and he was only 32 years old. He'd fought the likes of Kevin Owens and Finn Balor, and Finn Balor actually sent a tweet out on the day of this event showing the 3 stars and the heart on the hands. And the reason for that was because Chris Travis was known as the shooting star and actually had 3 stars tattooed on his chest. And that was just a little tribute that Finn actually paid to Chris Travis. And as I said, it's a real shame that we don't get that on this figure. But as I say, that's not for Mattel to know. I mean, I'm sure when they make these, they literally just have a picture and they go from the picture. So as I said, it's no knock on Mattel. One detail actually that I've only just noticed, can you see the black flames kind of going up around the top by his hairline? That is quite special. That is nice. That is really nice. So scoring, I don't know if the day is ever going to come where I don't give a Demon King Finn Balor a Ty Dillinger. Because how do you not? I mean, if I compare this to the other Finn Balors, as I said, it's probably my 3rd favourite. But compared to all the other Mattel figures, this is still the standard bearer for the detail. I mean, for the accessories that you get, for the detail that is on the figure, from the face paint and the body paint, you know, to the nice ring attire with the blue, and I just think this is brilliant. This is a Ty Dillinger. Of course it's a Ty Dillinger. 10. This is brilliant, guys. What else was you expecting? Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and also I hope Finn Balor does one day enter on a horse. So if you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.